right, guys. So I'm a huge Power Ranger fan. All of the stuff on the channel right now that's been kind of doing well has all been Pokemon related, but Power Rangers is actually my favorite property, period. Which sucks and is very annoying because I truly believe it is the worst managed property ever. I mean, with the amount of hand switching that it's gone around, failed movie, and I just feel like there's so much more that could be done with it. It's flourishing in the comics in terms of quality. Haven't tapped in recently, so last time I checked. But I was getting scared that this franchise was dead. Life might be being breathed back into it. I don't know. I don't know really much of anything about this. Just saw the headline, and I want to look into it and talk about it here on the channel because this is my number one love, Power Rangers. And I think after my most viewed video, that big Pokemon video, everything else that's most viewed on this channel is Power Rangers related. So it does do well on the channel here. So I want to talk about my favorite property. And that's Power Rangers. And funnily enough, I grew up on, and I debate back and forth with the best era of Power Rangers, but I grew up on, and I think I land on the best era of Power Rangers being the Disney era. So this is very interesting to me. And funnily enough, I think one of the reasons Power Rangers might have been at its best on Disney, because Disney cared the least about it. Disney just was like, whatever, fuck it, shoved it to the side, threw it in New Zealand, and just, let them do whatever. But yeah, Dino Thunder was the first Power Ranger season I ever watched. Been hooked ever since. For people curious, I think the other era it kind of goes back and forth between for being the best is the first Saban post-Zordon era. That Lost Galaxy to Wild Force era. I think I lean Disney, though. I think RPM and Jungle Fury are two top 3 seasons. Dino Thunder I don't think it's top 3, but it's it might be my favorite season. It's the best aesthetically. But anyways, Jonathan E. Steinberg and Dan Schatz in talk to write, produce, and showrun a live-action Power Rangers series at Disney+. Hasbro Entertainment will produce the series. Okay, I was getting worried that Hasbro was just fucking done with Power Rangers after not trying much with it, honestly. But they kind of gave the toy right. I don't think they didn't give the toy right to Ray, but I don't know if they're licensing out or how the agreement works. But Playmates is making the toys, and I will try to get my hands on and talk about them on the channel, by the way. But I was like, shit, man. I love the Zap project. I have the Astro Megazord. I want to still get the Dragon Zord and then the original Megazord from them, but I loved it. I was hoping to get more. That's probably dead, unfortunately. I just thought everything was done. I didn't know if we were going to be getting a movie down the line. I didn't know what was going to happen. This appears to be what we're getting. Let's look into this. I think, okay, this is from Humberto Gonzalez. All right. Percy Jackson and the Olympians showrunners Jonathan E. Steinberg and Dan Schatz are in talks to write, showrun, and produce a live-action Power Ranger series for Disney+. And that's great news to me because I really liked the Percy Jackson live-action show that Disney Plus did. Very excited for Season 2 later this year. Season 3 already greenlit. Super, because Percy Jackson's my favorite book series of all time. So Disney Plus, you've taken a property I loved, and I think you did a really good job. Was it perfect? No. But man, I think it was really good. Like some of the changes they made, so I'm very optimistic about what this is. These showrunners shown to take an existing property, take the core of it that makes it great, and adapt it well, present it well in a more modern time. So, who's attached to it? From the only thing I've seen from them, I'm optimistic. Let's see. Hasbro will produce the series, which will reinvent the franchise for a whole new generation of fans while delighting those who already know and love the world of Power Rangers. How do you know? You don't know that. Anyways, is this just a history? Is it a history? Talking about the failed movie, which is back on. I don't know if it was ever on before, but which is on Netflix currently. which sucks because I think that movie was good. The cast was amazing, and I would have loved to see a sequel. Let's see. Hasbro. Yeah, okay. The development of Power Rangers is part of Hasbro's Entertainment's ongoing strategy to elevate storytelling and produce series based on Hasbro's most iconic brands. It's taken fucking forever to get to Power Rangers properly. Let's see. Hasbro's active projects include a reimagining of Clue across film and television. I heard briefly about that. I loved the old school movie with Tim Russ, I think. That movie was great. So we'll see how it would do nowadays. Blah, 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 blah. Steinberg and is currently... What? Steinberg and is currently... This is a typo? Is this a typo? Whatever. Steinberg and is currently the creator, executive producer, and showrunner Percy Jackson, The Olympians for Disney Plus, along with his producer partner Schultz. It just wrapped its second season and has been renewed for a third. Okay, that has nothing to do with... Okay, so this is all we... Is this all we know? Is this all we know right now? I'll get into my thoughts a little more and what I want in a second. Okay, I'm going to scroll through this IGN and see if there's something new. Nothing new. Damn, so that's all we know about Power Rangers. Okay. What I want for a new series of Power Rangers, I don't know where the rest of the fan base lies on this, but personally, if we're restarting, I know we just did it, right? Cosmic Fury is a little different, but Dino Fury was dinosaurs. I'm going to be honest, guys. I think if we restart, I want to start with dinosaurs. I don't think there's a bad dinosaur season in Power Rangers. Dinosaurs is what started Power Rangers. They started, they did it in the movie. I think it's always just a good starting point. Aesthetically, there is not a bad dinosaur season. I think like I mentioned earlier, the greatest season aesthetically in Power Rangers is Dino Thunder. I think the Zords are great. Dinosaurs are fucking cool. This is going to be trying to reach a broader audience, I think. So it being so close after the last dinosaur season, I don't think is going to matter. I think they need to start with dinosaurs. A T-Rex Zord always goes hard, and then you just kind of go from there. But yeah, there's that. I'm going to take a wild guess that it's going to be high schoolers, which is cool, which is fine. Core of the series, I would hope for more of a Dino Thunder vibe, a 2017 Power Rangers movie vibe, more Breakfast Club kind of thing, where it's just kids from different walks of life getting thrown together in different ways, becoming a team. Power Rangers is based on being a diverse team, so I'm open to any combination of people, groups. I think if you have any problem with any type of person being a Power Ranger or any Ranger color being any kind of person, I think you're missing a core element of what this series can and should be and has been at times. I need cool Megazords. That's obviously a must. I would prefer. Well, I don't know exactly we don't know exactly the age it's going to be shooting for. Is this going to be? My guess is this is a new continuity, so it's not going to be connected to the previous continuity, which is a little disappointing because in Cosmic Fury they started to tease, more and more of like this overarching story with the search for Zordon that Billy was doing, and Billy was getting geared up to be maybe the new face of Power Rangers. With the passing of Jason David Frank, maybe David Yost would become the guy in Power Rangers, which would have been great. Who knows what the future holds? Maybe we'll see that storyline revisited at some point. I don't know. But my guess is it's a new continuity. I don't know what age it's going to be aimed for, though. It's not going to be mature. It's not going to be mature. Are we getting PG-13 Power Rangers again? I would appreciate that. I just hope it's... I think you could shoot for the same age, but just have better storylines and complexities to them. I mean, what age was Avatar: The Last Airbender aiming for? I mean, you don't need to be held back by the age that either the studio or whatever is saying you need to make it for. You can make a good, deep, strong, emotionally charged, and just great story, regardless of the age you aim for. But with that being said, like, Power Rangers has just been stupid at times in terms of just like the depth to it. At times, I mean, but also at times, it's been pretty good at times. It's been okay at times. It's not been the worst at times. This is sometimes it's a tough. Sometimes this is a tough franchise to be like a fucking huge fan of. But I'm hopeful. Very hopeful. I think, I think Percy Jackson did a good job of being like, hey, we're not aiming for adults here, but like anyone truly can appreciate this content. So hopefully they kind of bring some of that same energy over. Yeah, low key, do I want a team of 3 to start? I think team of 3s, because you need the show to start off strong, like first episode to get people in. And I think team of 3s have the better premieres. I did a video on this way back in my career, and it's a terrible video. But I talked about premieres of Power Rangers long and in depth. But team of 3s consistently had better premieres. So maybe we start off with a team of 3. That would be fun. The colors, if it's a team of 3, it's obvious red, blue, yellow, layup. If it's a team of 5, red, blue, yellow, pink. And then I lean green, I think. But I'm getting more into the minor details here. I'm just glad it's still going to be around. I was terrified it was gone. I'm just glad it's back around. I want to know what you guys think. What motif do you want this season to go over? Which I need to maybe because I have a video going over Power Ranger motifs. I'll see how the footage is. I might have to reshoot it. At the very least, I'm going to be adding in an ending segment about, hey, new Power Ranger season. What are you guys thinking about the motif? But anyways, what do you think the theme, the aesthetic, the motif should be for this return to Power Rangers, or probably just a complete reboot? If my guess is, I'm assuming this is a whole new continuity. What do you think about being on Disney Plus? What do you think about the Percy Jackson people being connected to this new series? And are you excited and are you hopeful? I have to be optimistic. First of all, how much worse can it get as a fan? How much worse can this franchise get? It can obviously get a lot worse. But realistically, this has to be for the better. And that's what I'm going to choose to believe and hope for. Power Rangers is here. It's still alive. Thank God for that. And I cannot wait to see what it is. But comment down below your thoughts. Like the video, subscribe for more Power Rangers content and Pokemon content. If you're seeing this the day this goes up, I might be streaming Pokemon as we fucking speak. But subscribe to catch everything here on the channel. I really do appreciate it. And as always, keep gaming, and fuck Nico Harrison, and fuck Jerry Jones.